decidendo, lo chiediamo ai nostri amici.
Hi,
Hi everybody. Hello, Knaves.
Hello, Knaves. Coming straight from our Italian chat we just did. We just ended it. We see some people still commenting in Italian. So, ciao everyone. This live will be in English for our international Knaves to present the first one of our 3 new books, which is Perfect Knave, complete Knave. Sorry, complete Knave.
It will be in Itanglish. Don't worry, Knaves.
No. It will be translated by our amazing translator Alex Valente, as always, as usual. You've learned to love him for his puns and jokes, which are always on point. I will ask my fellow colleagues to present themselves while I share the live everywhere online, basically. And so let's start in order. Let's start Simone, Valentino, and then Marco, okay?
Okay. I'm starting. I'm Simone Laudiero. I'm chief author of BRANCALONIA right now, since the 3rd installment, the one with the gazetteer and the bestiary. No? Monsters?
Mm-hmm.
The monsters?
Bestiary.
I wrote the novel, which unfortunately hasn't been translated, so you, if you don't speak Italian, you can't read it. I'm sorry. And it's
Simone, you dandle cool stuff
it's
in
a
front
pity.
of our
It's a pity.
internet.
No. It's my resentment talking. And then I'm project leader, manager, chief executive, main officer of the initiative, and of these 3 new books. And together with Mauro Longo, which is helping with a lot of stuff and the campaign. Mauro Longo is one of the founding fathers of BRANCALONIA, and we will meet him in one of the next lives.
A great ancient one, Mauro Longo.
A great ancient one.
Poor
Valentino.
Mauro, always
I'm Valentino. I'm one of the authors of BRANCALONIA. I wrote a lot of adventures in the south of our kingdom, and I'm also the one of the inventors of the special dice that you find every time in our campaigns. And this time we have a very special one for you. And here we are also Marco Bertini.
Hi, I'm Marco Bertini, lead developer and game designer of Acheron. I started in Acheron from 2021, and I worked in 3 BRANCALONIA Kickstarters. This is the 3rd for me, and I'm the crunch master. I mean, I make all rules, all numbers, all stuff about numbers. And so let's start to speak about this Kickstarter. Camilla.
Here I am. Now. Valentino mentioned the infamous tooth die, so I will share it as a first thing because I think it's
please.
funny.
Thank you, Camilla.
And I don't know if all our interested bakers have already seen it, so I will share it here.
It's wonderful.
And here we are. These are very important things because you are going to get this adventure and die only in the first 72 hours. So it is very important that you get your pledge in the first 3 days. We are going to talk about the adventure Staring Down the Barrel, written by Barabba, only for the 3 main levels. And for the physical pledges, here we have a special die for your brawls, because this die is a counter of the hit that you get during the brawls. Of the wax, sorry, that you get during the brawls. And what about the adventure, Simone? What can we say about this special Kickstarter exclusive adventure?
Okay, this adventure has been written by one of our most expert, experienced followers, which is Matteo Barabba Barbieri. Matteo and Barbieri are the name and the family name. Barabba is a
Battle
nick.
name. Let's call it
Is
battle name.
the battle name. And it's set in Venice during the carnival, during the Red Carnival. The knaves this time have to help reiterate a rite, a tradition of the city, which is called the Baccaro Tour. The Baccaro Tour in Venice is something real, something that really exists, and essentially you go from one joint to another joint, drinking wine and eating.
No, one moment, Simone, one moment, because you know my friends, Simone is from the south. He's from Naples, so they have a different Baccaro tour. I am from Venice, real, so
okay.
I can say, I can illustrate you what we do during the Baccaro tour.
I just want to say
I invite you, my friends.
our viewers that this is exactly how Italian talk about everything. No, you are from there. I'm exactly from there.
Yeah.
So I will.
We are
I
going
thought
to
you just drank a lot of wine, but
no. What are you saying? Drank a lot of wine. This is crazy. No, you go from the morning till night to visit very many different traditional taverns or bars, and you try different wines. Not a lot of wines. You are going to taste a glass of verdicchio.
They can
a
be.
glass
They can
of
be.
sorry.
They can be a lot of wine.
It has to be a lot of wine, but different classy wines. And you go to taste also cicchetti. Cicchetti are pieces of bread toasted with many different kinds of specialties, like baccalà mantecato, that is a mackerel fish treated for a long time. Or you can also have a cream of mushrooms or ragu. So many different kind of specialties from all parts of Italy that you can find on a piece of bread, drinking your incredible wine. So you're going to experience this in this adventure, and you have also to try it. So during your adventure, you have to prepare this special cicchetti. This is required for this adventure.
I don't know if
in this
that's
adventure,
true, but
in this adventure, the knaves have to do all of this, and that while taking with them a huge heavy barrel filled with the holy magic wine, their dead lawyer, which is posing as a saint, and
right?
While being chased by guards and rival groups and all kinds of stuff. And there's the carnival going on, so it's a very quiet, very composed situation as always.
Yeah, exactly. And we also like to say that this is a temporary cover. The final one will be shared pretty soon on our social networks and via email, and also on the pre-campaign page of this new Kickstarter campaign we are going to do, that I'm going to share now in the comments. So if you follow that, you can be sure you get a notification as soon as we start, and then you'll also see this new illustration. And as Valentino was saying, this is a printed Kickstarter exclusives for free pledges, which are the three main pledges. Duca Conte is it's our signature pledge by now. It's the pledge you have to do if you already have everything of Brancalonia except the new things. And there will be a lot of new things besides the free books. So
a lot.
A lot.
Crazy.
Whereas Serbelloni Mazzanti, let's keep it a secret for a while. And Chi è lo re is basically the Italian way of saying who's king. And in the latest campaign, there was the Principino, which is Little Prince. This is the king. You can imagine what's in this pledge. everything. Basically, if you are not sure about, I mean, you've heard about Brancalonia, you are interested, but you don't have anything for now, and you are interested in the whole experience, Lore, Chi è Lore is your pledge.
If you have
We have
already
Emanuele
the past
Martini
the past
proposing a name.
handbooks, you can buy Chielore for the second time, so you get 2 copies of every
Yes,
handbook.
so you can gift it to your friends. Emanuele suggests as an English name for the tooth die, the D-toothy as a D20. It's
D-tooth.
funny. It's funny. It's a good idea. Yeah, I'm calling it on our social networks the tooth die, but it could be interesting. The D-toothy. It's
D-tooth.
even if it's not a D20, but it's a D6 because we have 6 wax in our brawl dynamic. But we are not here to talk only about the early bird pledges. We are here to talk
About the whole book.
about the complete knave, which
Yeah.
I'd love to know the inspiration about this name, because we talked a little bit about the Italian one during the Italian live, but with the English translation, you said it's even more perfect. So why complete name?
It's a reference to the classic books of the 3.5 edition of Dungeons and Dragons, which were there was the complete scoundrel, the complete ranger, the complete magician. I now I don't remember. I've read them, but it's been a while. And so we have the complete knave, which is a player's handbook, totally for the player. The master can. The idea is that the players will hand over this book at the table and run through it, looking for stuff to pimp their characters, and the master will then suffer all the little kinks that it contains. It's almost like cheating, but
No.
one step before starting to cheat at the
Marco
expense
Bertini, our crunch
of the
master,
master.
doesn't agree because
No.
he
I
calibrated the
disagree.
numbers.
I disagree with this cheating. It's not cheating, but it's a way to power up your character. And another idea to differentiate and make your character more deep and more powerful and more interesting from a lot of point of view. For example, we had the new spells that in Brancalonia miss, and a lot of funny and powerful spells. And we add the new feats, racial feats that are perfect to create difference between the same race. For example, now if I play human and I want to have not human, but it's bad. But for example, Morgante, or I don't know if
Morgant. In English,
Morgant.
it's Morgant.
Thank you. You have only one feat. Instead, in this with this book, you have 2, and you can decide. And we add one of them for every race we created. So 18, if I remember correctly, new feats in total. So you have a lot of possibilities to create more engagement, more ideas in your tabletop. I mean, in your game.
Yeah, of course.
Question.
I would like to add a thing before the question, because one friend of mine says that it's not cheating or stealing if they don't see you. So it's okay. So if your master doesn't see you, it's okay. It's everything okay. Don't worry about it.
No, but also I want to add that of course it's still Brancalonia. So the the characters are never really overpowered. We are just adding some layers, some new variations, some options, but variety, but not really. We never get to the point where you enter the tavern and do as you like, because who's gonna stop you in town?
We don't create our players. We don't create our players.
Even with the new level cap, optional level cap, a normal paladin from Faerun would probably kill you, like looking at you. Basically.
Exactly.
I want
Smite
to
Knave.
Yeah, exactly. In the complete Knave, is there a summary of anything that it's explained in the first manuals, or it's completely new? I'd say it's
All
new because
new.
Yeah.
All new.
All new, because we don't want to make you pay for stuff you already have. That's the
You
thing.
already bought it, guys.
You already bought it, so we will never sell you stuff for the second time. This means that you have to go through the books and find this and that, and you need, maybe you don't have everything in one place.
But the best is you should have almost the core book, I think, because it's.
I mean, the core book is necessary if you want to play Brancalonia. That's the base. That's the starting point.
But Marco said it's almost a core book for players.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
It will go next to the core book, because there are new archetypes that are that work independently from the old ones. There are the spells, there are the feats. So there are no new races, because maybe we have 18 races, and
it's enough for now.
It's enough for now. We take a break from races, and then maybe we start again in the next installment.
But now you can help us, because we have to find the translation for our archetypes, because we are going to reveal in the next days the picture, the art of one of the new archetypes, one among three. So you have to help us also to name.
Yeah, because
so
we
Camilla,
want you to decide. We want you to
we have
one
is I think one of the favorite of Simone, because it's Furioso, that is inspired by the Ariosto novels, and Simone wrote the sequel of that, one of the most important classical novels of Italian literature.
The Ariosto one, not mine.
Let's go the Ariosto one, the poem. So we won't have people believe that Simone is trying to sell himself as the new Ariosto, which, I mean, you could try, but it's a high call, let's say.
No.
So the Furioso, what is the Furioso? What is the Furioso, this archetype?
No, we cannot say what's the Furioso.
We cannot say,
but
we can give you an idea, our friend, because when you say Furioso, you can imagine that is a character very calm and that do soft things, like to talk a lot.
He's not a barbarian. He's not an archetype of the barbarian.
That's a spoiler. That's a good spoiler.
That's a good spoiler.
The second one, Camilla.
In Italian, it's Tempestario.
And so it's about storm.
Exactly.
So storm rider, storm chasers.
Exactly.
Actually, I just remembered that in the Gazetteer, the Tempestari are based in the Isles of the Wind in the south of Italy, next to Zagara, next to the sea, the Brancalonian Sicily. So Alex Valente has already translated them. The word.
Okay, so there's already a name for them.
We only need a copy of the English version of the Gazetteer.
I will find it immediately. But then we can share the third one. We will do a poll about this on our Facebook group and on our Instagram pages, so that you can vote which art you want to be revealed first between these three. But this third one is the scaccia spiriti in Italian. So how would you translate that, guys?
Ghostbuster. No.
No, copyright strike.
No.
Ghost Hunter.
Ghost Chaser.
Ghost Chaser.
Ghost
Spirit
Chaser.
Spirit Chaser.
Spirit Chaser. I
Spirit
like that.
Busters.
I
Spirit-
like that.
But if we-
Guys.
okay,
I don't want-
it's a class
And
that
it is not an archetype for the knave.
no
What?
for
What
the
are you
for the
saying?
thief. It's
I'm
an archetype
searching.
for the monk.
But
This is okay. As I said
this is
to
a
the
big
Italian friends before,
spoiler.
there will be a lot
little
of spoilers
spoiler.
here because you know in Italian we can do a lot of supercazzola. That is a way to say that we can say the same thing in different ways. But in English, it's quite different. So we have to create. We have to do more spoilers
No,
to
it's
fool
not
this
true.
hour. So we have revealed an archetype. This is very interesting.
Allora, I just remembered by the power of my patron Marco Bertini that they're called subclasses and not archetypes.
Yeah,
I
subclasses.
had this
Sorry.
flash.
Yeah,
subclasses.
yeah, you're right.
Sorry, we were
We
our
were a bit Italian in this,
Italo-English has failed us. Subclass.
Oh,
We're
no.
talking about subclasses: Furioso,
Yeah, we are talking about subclasses.
Tempestario, and the Ghost
I'm searching
Spirit.
for the name here on the gazetteer for the
Don't bother.
for the storm. Let's call them stormbringers.
Storm guys.
Storm
Let's call them
riders.
storm guys.
Yeah. And we will do a poll, as I was saying, on our group to let you decide which art you want to be revealed first. But yeah, let's talk about a little bit about the archetypes. The subclasses, because it was something that was really requested by our players to have a bit more choice about subclasses and about feats, about spells. So I'd love to know what kind inspired you, what kind of ideas you brought up. Like, okay, I've always wanted to do this subclass, and now I can. Do not spoil, otherwise I will be forced to shut your microphone out.
What's the question?
What inspired you to build these new subclasses, these new spells? What kind of idea you said? Oh, I waited for the complete knave because I wanted to do this idea, and now I can.
Okay, the Furioso is a classic figure of Italian epic through the Ariosto's Orlando Furioso. So we felt that we couldn't leave it out of Brancalonia. So it was the right time to bring it in. So when you will discover it, you will see why. It's a different way of interpreting a classic character.
If I can add a little more about Furioso, if Camilla agreed with this spoiler,
I will let you. I will let you talk.
With this new subclass, we bring at the table the idea that your character can be mad. I mean, in Orlando Furioso, there is a madness, no? This idea that is important, and your character can embrace the madness and take actions in a way that is sorry, my mobile phone, that is bring you can embrace this madness in a way or in another one, and you must choose.
Okay.
which one you prefer. It depends on the situation and
Okay.
what you like in that
So
moment.
it's a subclass already with two different possible features. So we really are giving you as much content as we can in this book.
I
One of
think
the
that you are
things,
going to enjoy this
yeah,
subclass with the campaign Furious Lands that you can
yeah,
find in the on the last campaign. So you're going
yeah,
to receive, or you have already received the new handbook, and inside you
uh,
can find a couple of my adventure and this incredible campaign that will bring you with on an
yeah,
adventure with
inspired by
this
Garfagnana.
literature
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. We love, I mean, we usually love to, um, let's say, stay more on our cheeky side, be more on the fun side, but we like to remember sometimes that we have great ancestors in Brancalonia, and as our inspirations. So,
Yeah, like
just as
Bud
we said,
Spencer and Terence Hill.
yeah,
For example,
Dante,
or
Boccaccio.
Raffaella Carrà.
Absolutely. Our South American friends will definitely know who we are talking about, because Raffaella Carrà was a very known, I don't want to say just showgirl, but full-fledged host on Italian television, and she was also very famous in South America. But what I wanted to talk about, because I think we can talk a little bit more about the complete Knave and about the new things that we will present to our players. So, for example, we talked a little bit about the fact that there will be new spells, because admittedly it was something a bit lacking in our first books, and now we get more than 30 new spells, basically. Am I
But
correct?
first, one moment. But first, if we get you are seeing us, so please save the campaign, because if you arrive to
Absolutely.
900, we are 800 in this moment. We need just 8 of you. We are going to do a major spoiler. So
I
Wow!
don't know. I
Yes,
don't know
save,
anything
please
about this.
save the campaign now, and we do
I'm going
an
to save the
incredible
campaign.
spoiler.
I
Wait,
want to know about the spoiler.
just
I
to
have already shared the link in the comments, but now I regret it. I don't.
Incredible spoiler.
I don't know what Valentino is talking about, and I'm a bit scared. But I was trying to talk about complete Knave. I want you to talk a little bit about the spells that we are going to find in this book, and how they are divided a little bit between the subclasses. Present the fact that we have new spells, basically.
Okay, so in the Italian live, we talked about the wheat or wet, the wall of
Wet.
wheat or wall of
Wheat.
wet,
It's a little bit wheat.
wheat. Anyway, the stuff that grows from the ground and then you cut it and make bread. And and
WHEAT.
exactly that one, which is one of the words that if you are not English you struggle, because there's these vowels and you don't know how to put them together, and it's a word that you seldom hear in a TV show or stuff. So there's this wall of wit that
because in D&D there is a lot of wall that
walls.
are magic, epic, for example, wall of fire, wall of stone, and so on. Instead, here in Brancalona we have this wall, no? More cheap. It's cheaper.
It's exactly, it's a cheaper wall. It's a low level spell. You get to cover a good space with only one spell, but it's not it
not
can
like
diciamo, cover the line of sight. It can you can use to hide inside. It can be used to
you can burn easily, and if
and you
you
can
are
burn easily.
you burn with the wall.
You can have the enemy come inside the wall and then burn it if you want, and use it as a trap. It has a lot of uses. So maybe the enemy can burn it, and you have diciamo, wasted
You have
spell.
resolved the situation, the issue, if everything goes well. Well, so this is the kind of spells that we can expect in the books.
There's some heavy hands. It's in Italian. It's called mani pesanti, which is a good pano with mani brucianti, che burning hands. Quindi,
It's burning hands.
maybe bashing hands, something like that.
Probably Alex will look at this live chat and put his hands in his hair and be like, why?
Why?
And,
I left them alone.
Yeah, exactly. Alex Valente, our translator, will definitely give us better names for this. But I think that to make our viewers understand what kind of spells we're talking about, very Brancalonian, the description is more than enough. And I know that you will also have obviously some culinary spells, because being that we have the Cookmancer, so basically the new class we created in our latest books. That's basically a food wizard, I would say, to put it very simply. We have a couple of
Exactly
spells that will definitely work with that as well. And,
there's the Sugnek's lard explosion, which is pork fat, a bowl of pork fat exploding that inflicts damage, and then it leaves the ground slippery, so it becomes difficult ground. I don't know the translation in English, but
difficult ground.
Difficult
It has a
ground.
difficult ground. It should be difficult ground. Am I
I
right,
don't know.
Marco?
It sounds
difficult terrain, maybe.
Difficult terrain. Thank you, Marco. It's
Eh,
difficult
okay.
terrain.
It sounds like a little macaronic, but that's better.
Broccolino.
I
A bit
would
broccolino.
like to add. I would like to add a concept, because we create a lot of new spells, obviously for each spellcaster. I mean, for wizard, for sorcerers, and so on. But Quacomancer is the right
Cookmancer, right?
Cookmancer, sorry. Has a lot of new spell, because we privileged him a bit, because it's our class, so it's but also because there is a lot of there is a lot of food, a lot of strange things that are related with that.
Camilla, look there.
Yes.
There's a person behind you. Bye, spoiler, Marco. Camilla is distracted. Spoiler.
I already did in the preview live,
yeah, exactly. You know what? We could talk about one of your spoilers, Valentino, which we haven't shared here yet, which is this one, which I'm now forced to share because you shared it yesterday on our group, and so now we have to reveal
I did it for you, my friends. This is the miniature of Guerrino, I think one of the most iconic character of Brancalonia, and you can see also the quality of the sculpt. So you're going to play this one together with the Morgante of the Morgant, right? From the last campaign.
The Morgant one.
Okay, and I said during my spoiler the word minis, not only mini. So maybe we are going to see something more. Maybe we are going to play with 1, 2, 3 more news.
Who knows?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe this is fake. This is not a real miniature.
Yeah, we surely love minis. So this one will definitely be in our Kickstarter campaign. And I wanted to share it because it really is amazing, and we had an amazing 3D artist doing it, and we are sure it will be it will be a very good feature, a very good perk of our campaign. We will do some reveals about the contents of the various pledges. As always, as we said the first at the start of this live, the Duca Conte is the one to choose if you already have everything and you want the new stuff. And obviously, this will be with the Duca Conte. But who knows if alone or with something
With
else.
some other fellows, who knows?
No.
But we listen to you because we remember that you loved the Morgante Mini, and so this time we are going to surprise you. But
Yeah,
we were
exactly.
talking about spoilers, and we want to know maybe something fishy, tentacular about the Cook Monster new spell.
Sales.
This morning we came up with a new spell. It's not been crunched yet. It's just an idea, but that gives you the idea that this is a work in progress. We are working it right now. With the
Yeah.
Kickstarter is not about something we already have, but it's about something we have to build. And the more you pledge, the more we are allowed to come to
Absolutely.
build it and to make it wider and stronger and better and knaver. And so this morning, Marco wrote me, how about Black Tentacles? It's Black Tentacles, I think, the spell.
Black tentacles from a soup.
No,
Yes.
there's a spell in D&D called Black Tentacles, which is a low-level spell that makes black tentacles erupt from the ground and grab people. It's like an entangling spell. And I said, and I immediately visualized octopus soup, which is something we eat in Naples and also in Venice and everywhere there is an octopus. So I thought, what about an high-level spell where instead of only tentacles, you have a bowl of soup, and the ground becomes a puddle. A puddle of a poodle is it's a dog, and becomes a huge puddle of broth, and with the tentacles coming out of it, maybe boiling. I don't know. Maybe there is also some fire damage.
You can also drink it if you want.
And you can also, if you have a scoop, a spoon, you can also drink it and take some damage, some additional damage, because it's very hot.
Because self-inflicted damage is the most Brancalonian damage of all.
That's sorry.
The self-inflicted damage. It's the most Brancalonian damage of all. The hurt you give yourself, your
it's
character.
the one that stings the most, of course.
Yeah.
And so we have this new spell, but we have why we need this high-level spell? Because because this is going to be a 4th or 5th level spell. Why we need this? Because in Brancalonia, the players characters can only get to the 6th level. Why?
Could only get
exactly in the past. But in the future, we have an optional, and I repeat, optional rule that allows you to take them to the 10th level. Like World of Warcraft, we are raising the level cap so that all the players can now mount flying obsidian panthers around the world. No.
Not really.
No.
I'm not sure that we have those in Brancalonia, but
I
mean, we could see if they sell that at the Grand Theft Market. We can see they sell everything at the Grand Theft Market.
I want to add that every subclasses that we created in the past, and obviously the new subclasses in this new book, will have a new features about this level cap. I mean, every subclasses will have these new abilities, new features. So not only 12 new features, but 36 I think, and also we have 3 classes that are old and 1 new class that will
that we can talk about, unfortunately.
Yeah. I only said that we have a new class.
Yeah.
I don't say
Yeah.
who, which one, and we have new features. So, and also obviously this class can achieve the 10th level. So we must create. We will add in these new books these new features to play these also hold class and holds subclasses, but also obviously the new one to reach
To level
the
10.
yes.
Fantastic. I think this will give really a new range for Brancalonia players because this will really give all the players means to build their characters in such new and unique ways, very different from what we've done till now. So if if you felt like you needed more range for Brancalonia, now you have it basically. This is the I will put the cover up again. This is the book
This
you've
new
been
book
waiting
is
for.
all about giving new options to
Players option.
players. It's
Yes.
all
Yeah,
about
exactly. Even
But a
the
lot
most
of
the
players
funnier one, let's say the most aesthetic ones, because we will give you the list that Marco was
Yeah.
talking about, the list of fun little quirks that you can give your character, which are not new feats, but are new characteristics. Let's call them that you can
peculiar
use.
Like
traits.
donkey earrings.
Yeah, you can have donkey ears, I think.
A pigeon eye, a crooked nose, and a glowing skeleton, or maybe a
Yeah.
shadow that doesn't match your movements, but does as she wants. And it can help you hide, and it can also give give you up.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
But
small powers that make your character more fun, basically, without breaking the game. Marco has been very careful about this. I mean, you are going to be to have new powers, but not so much that it breaks the game.
we
never,
try
never.
we try to balance everything. No, also the crazy things, but it must be a bit balanced. I mean, almost a bit.
A bit of balance. It's
We try.
Brancalonia still. So, to sum it up a little bit, basically, what you will find in this new book, in this Perfect Knave, you'll find new spells, more than 30, new feats for every race. So every race will have its own feat. New subclasses, you will have 12 of them, and a new class. So quite a lot of new materials to play with. And then this table of characteristics for your PG. So I'm sorry, for your character. So it will be a hefty book. It will have a good number of pages. This one, and Marco said before that it was almost a new setting book, but for the player, and I think that's a very good definition. Yeah, I think that's how I'd call it as well. And one last thing before maybe we start saying our goodbyes. What's the one thing that you prefer about this book? The one thing that you couldn't wait to share with our knaves about it?
Allora,
Simone, let's go in
for
order.
the the racial feats, because I think the races were already there. They were built and they were all good. So it was fun to build on top of that and come up with new ideas for each one of them. And so I can't wait to
Is there
say.
anything we can spoil about this? Is there any feat, any racial feat that you loved particularly?
Camilla, are you asking for spoilers?
I am asking for spoilers.
I don't know, but can we is the Vitruviano one available, or are we going to?
Yeah,
I
Vitruviano
don't
is
know.
the best.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
there's
know.
a,
You created the list of do's and don'ts. Let
there's
me
a,
check a little bit.
it
Let me
was a
check a
lot.
little
It was a
bit.
long time. It was a long time ago.
Oh, it
Uh,
was a long time ago. What are you saying? It wasn't. It
Because we
wasn't
are
that long.
working on this new handbooks since the beginning of the
of
history of Brancalonia.
2025.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we can talk about the
We
Vitruviano.
yeah, the Vitruvian. Yes, yes, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it. No, so the Vitruvian Man of Leonardo da Vinci, we all know that gives the name to the Vitruvian race. We all know that it has 4 legs and 4 hands, and it doesn't
But
have it,
our
but
Vitruvian does not,
but
for
it does
now.
not. It's such a shame. So so we thought that to give it a feat that allows him to have 4 arms and 4 hands for a limited amount of time. It's like a little rage where you get 2 additional. It's like a Giralion's blessing, I think, or something like that.
Mhm.
It's the name of the spell, where you get 4 hands and all the stuff you can do with it.
This
And
sounds very cool.
it was something I wanted to do in the Gazetteer, but it for all kinds of technical reason it wasn't possible. So I got it to do it now. And
As
the
we say in
Angelicato.
Italian, it got out of the door and it came back from the window.
I think
So
they say also in.
you
I think they say also in. They say it also in other
English.
countries. See,
Huh.
I anyway, and
And
the Angelicato, the angel. I don't know which is
Mhm.
which one. What is the English name? Has
I will tell you
an
immediately.
ability which is called judgment. Tromba del giudizio a priori.
Judgment horn.
Judgment horn or trumpet. Angels
Yeah.
play trumpets, and
Yeah,
biblical angels
sure.
use trumpets to bring down walls, bring down cities. They had really strong trumpets in the Bible. So once in a while, the angel can summon a trumpet from thin air and use it as a bazooka. And and
And
it's not
destroy
Amazing.
everything.
it's not really subtle, but I think it will be fun to play and all kinds of stuff like that. These are
Marco.
And for me, the most important, no, the most what was the question? Sorry, because
your
The thing that you like the most that you absolutely wanted to
okay,
do for this new book.
yeah, maybe I like everything. I must be honest with you, but maybe the subclasses
I'm sorry,
are the best.
Marco. Attila says the best thing is hearing you talk in Italian. Dai.
who
Tac,
Thank
tagged
you.
me.
tac. Probably the subclasses because there is a lot of new things. For example, new ideas. We spoke about the Furioso before,
Mhm.
and there are a lot of new ideas that I can speak because Camilla will kill me, but there
Yes.
is a lot of new ideas that are cool, and also in the play, I mean, in the crunch system, they are
Mhm.
also cool to play because there is a good idea, and behind that there is I hope, a good crunch that can create new situations and funny things at the table when you play.
Yeah.
Uh, I can speak more because there is
Mhm.
I can make spoilers because I'm a good knave, but yeah, I think that these subclasses are really cool. And also, like Simone said before, these subclasses maybe sometimes are a little stronger, little,
Mhm.
and so players can use to cheat a bit. I mean, to
To
Modicum, only a
cheat.
little amount. No cheating. But
No.
yeah,
Do you,
definitely start.
guys, knaves? Do you see our cruncher say you can
Mhm.
cheat? So
You
Let's
can do
see.
everything you want. I mean,
Exactly.
No,
Let's
no.
do that. Definitely, some of the monsters that in the bestiary were much too strong for you to chase and to try and get. Maybe now you can start thinking about fighting with them if you get to level
yeah,
10.
you are completely right. In fact, another idea to put characters to 10th level, is that with the new bestiary that we made the last year, we have a lot of new monsters and also of higher ti- uh, tier, tier,
Here.
tier, I mean, tier, sorry. So you have a lot of new possibilities, no, to
Yeah.
against to fight against, and so now you have more possibilities to fight these monsters that are really big and stronger.
Absolutely.
Instead,
Um, guys, we are nearing the end of this stream. I know that time zones can be a little bit unfair for our international names. So if you are watching this at a later time, know that if you comment with your questions, if you have any curiosity you want answered, just leave a comment and we will answer you and let you know what you want to know about this book and maybe even something else or about the campaign. And we will do other live chats like this one for each of the new books we're going to do. So we are going to talk about the Grand Theft Market and the Saints of the Kingdom, which are basically a collection of new objects and a new campaign based in Vatican City with a lot of saints for your other campaigns and playthroughs. Guys, I thank you so much for being here with me, first with the Italian live chat and now with the international live chats. Let's say thank you again to Simone Laudiero, our author Marco Bertini, our cruncher, and Valentino Sergi, author and marketing director.
thank you.
Please, if you fancy Brancalonia in any way, give us a follow on the pre-campaign. As we were saying, I will put the link in chat. As we were saying, it really is an important thing to us to see how many of you are interested, which is always, an interesting metric for us. And also because in this way you will receive a notification when the campaign starts, and you can pledge within the 72 hours to receive the early bird perks. I will put them right
Wow.
here
And
again.
remember, the more subscribers, the more spoilers.
Yeah, that as well. Valentino loves to use full numbers of subscribers to the pre-campaign to reveal spoilers. Let's hope. I want as many new subscribers as possible, but I always want them to be even, so that Valentino won't do spoilers. I always want 901, so it's too late for Valentino to spoil.
Too late, but don't worry, we will spoil on the group. And after that, Camilla had
yeah,
to must
Yes,
write what we spoil on in the newsletter. So
but
subscribe
Valentino
to our
always
newsletter.
forgets that I know his home address, but no problem, no worries. These are all internal struggles of ours between the spoilerers and the please do not spoiler.
Spoilers for
Thank
everybody.
spoilers for
Uh,
everybody.
let's say
Again,
hi
thank
to
you.
Franci, which
Hi, Franci.
hi
I see
Franci.
at the end of this live chat, sadly. But again, thank you all so much for listening and for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
I,
Bye.
Bye, names.